What's up? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Hold on, I got to do one thing before we start this show off. Put the title up a little late. Hope you guys had a wonderful evening last night. I'm going to check to make sure that my system is not going to freeze up on me. Give me a second. I got some problems with my memory. 1 second. All righty. There you go. What's good? What's going on the money line? Kodak in the building. What's going on? Kodak Cam in the building. What's going on? Rich L. What's happening? E-Dog. What's going on, man? Shout out to you. All things in the building. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Jazz Cuts. What's good, man? Valerie Arena in the building. What's going on, Arena? Good morning, Fanon. Me too. Can't remember shit. Oh, man, my memory be fucked up. My memory fucked up. But that's all right, though. What's up, Josh Sanders? How you feeling, man? Shout out to Jazz Cuts from Philly, man. Shout out to the great city of Philadelphia, man. What's going? I can't to the best on YouTube. Thank you, man. I'm not feeling like the best on YouTube right now. But hey, man, I appreciate you guys coming by to talk boxing with me, man. I really do. Man, they pump faking me on this. We're going to talk about three things today. We're going to wait for a little while, though. Gervonta Davis case update, because there's some information running around out there on the web. I'm going to share with you guys just so you're not, so you're not behind on all the hot gossip. And then Terence Crawford gets his third undisputed championship revoked. It is Gervonta. They are making an argument that Terence Crawford is never a 3-division undisputed champion. He is only a 2-division undisputed champion, not 3. Crazy, 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 bro. They're trying to snatch from him, bro. Jazz Cuts said, quick recovery, fam. Hey, man, you got to bounce back, bro. What's up, Kurt Jones? What's up, Paul? In fam, say good morning, brother. Good morning to you, brother. Good morning to you, man. Yeah, man, it's crazy, bro. Look, this is not me making this argument, okay? I'll give you the argument, and I'm going to tell you that I don't agree with the argument because I believe Terence Crawford is the 3-division undisputed champion. However, he did fuck up. You know what I'm saying? He did fuck up and blow it. In a technically speaking, if you believe that Teofimo Lopez was never undisputed, then you have to say that Terence Crawford was never undisputed. Is not a 3-time. I hate it, but that's the argument they took for Teofimo Lopez. So if they take that argument for Teofimo Lopez, you got to take the argument for Terence Crawford. And it's a, you know what I mean? I don't know why you guys are so fascinated with homosexuality on my live stream, bro. I don't get that shit. Like, why do you think you can continue to tell me the same thing over and over and over again like it's going to move anybody? Okay? Little boy, we're not in 6th grade. All right? I'm a 56-year-old man. I've got 2 kids. I've been married for 30 years. Brother, if you think I'm gay, that's your fucking problem, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Go find some nigga that go do me a favor and go find somebody I had a relationship with then. When you find that person, then come back and tell me. You'll be looking forever. He'll be looking forever. I already did. The thing is that I'm just handsome. You know what I mean? It's a serious, for real, it's a serious thing, bro. There's a lot of these little dudes that find me attractive. And, boxing is a sport where you get to see a lot of men with their shirts off. You know what I mean? So that's what they like. No, I'm not explaining myself to haters. I'm explaining myself because I got to talk for 2 hours and might as well say what I got to say. Hey, man, said it's tough to be handsome. It is when you got these fugazi niggas bouncing around. Other than that, it's quite enjoyable. You know what I mean? Realistically, Fanon, do you think Tank Davis faces when he gets back? Realistically, I think that they're going to fight. I think he's going to fight Pitbull Cruz. Realistically, I think he's going to fight Pitbull Cruz when he comes back. You black people look younger than your age. I mean, you know, good skin. Skin helps a lot, man. You know what I mean? Moisturizing your skin. I do moisturize my skin. Crazy part is they talk ish, but hide behind social media and don't show themselves. No, I know who they are. I know who they are. That's Blue Bloods crew. That's Bill Haney and Blue Bloods crew. They do all that gay shit. They do all that calling you. They do all that fag non stuff. The boxers, right? The Boxing Writers Association of America, bro. No, I don't. I mean, who do I think is going to fight next? I think Gervonta is going to fight Lamont Roach, is going to fight Pitbull Cruz next. That's what I think. Lamont Roach may fight Pitbull Cruz before Gervonta Davis fights him, but that's who I think he's going to fight next because that's who I think he wants to fight. That's an entertaining fight. It's going to be a fight that is going to sell a lot of tickets because there's going to be a lot of Mexican fans there. You know what I mean? Because Mexican fans are there, so they're going to sell a lot of tickets. So, you know, I think the thing with Pitbull Cruz is a financial thing. That's just a lot more money. There's just more money in that fight than there is in the fight with Lamont Roach. Though I do want Gervonta Davis to fight Lamont Roach again as well. The only thing with Lamont Roach is, nah, you tripping, fool. Conor is rematching Floyd. Conor is rematching Floyd? What are you talking about, bro? Conor is rematching Floyd? Conor Ben never fought Floyd. Who's 68 and looks 40? I'm not 68, bro. I'm not 68 years old, and I don't look 40. I look 55. I look 56 years old. That's how the hell how old the hell I look. You know what I mean? I don't know what you were on. You just want to be known, huh? You just want to be heard? That's okay. I'll let you. Floyd is going to rematch Conor McGregor. What do I care about Floyd rematch? Floyd's not rematching Conor McGregor. Floyd's going to try to fight Pacquiao. But thank you for letting me know that you meant Conor McGregor. Floyd is, I didn't even know what that was. What's up, bro? Just checking on you. Hope you're doing well and recovering from those back shots. The back shots from what? I don't look, your mama, giving your mama back shots, bro, that doesn't hurt at all, bro. You know what I mean? That shit doesn't hurt at all, bro. Trust me, giving it to your mama does not hurt. It feels good, dog. Talking about your mama, the queen of back shots. Nigga, what are you talking about? Because that's the only way anybody will talk to your mama. Turn that way. What's up, family? Been a while listening to you. Been listening all the time. Thanks for staying. I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, dog. Seriously, that's the only type of shot your mama's getting is back ones. Woo. Could never finish looking at her face, bro. I just can't finish looking at her face, bro. That shit, them teeth, the way them teeth be snaggly. Nah, bro. Take as the truth. I feel he whooped Roach. Honestly, I thought he won the fight as well, man. You know what I mean? I mean, for real, man. Y'all are some wild boys, man. Y'all are some lonely, mad young men, huh? Y'all are lonely and mad, huh? Lonely and mad, bro. I feel it. I understand, bro. I understand. What was all this crazy shit? What is my thoughts on Michigan football coach? What happened to the Michigan football coach? I don't know what happened to the Michigan football coach. Honestly, I need to get more involved in other sports because obviously boxing doesn't want me here. Roach got 3 draws. You got to beat him. No, I'm telling you right now, bro. That's why I don't think they like that rematch with Roach. Because Roach doesn't win the fight, bro. Roach is not trying to win the fight. Roach is basically trying to, Roach is trying to chintz his way through, bro. That's the only way I can say it, man. Like, dude, if you don't ever take the lead, if you never take the lead, bro, you never press the gas on the dude. You're always counter punching. That's just an ugly matchup because it's not going to be I think it was a fun fight for when Gervonta fought him because Gervonta was there. But other than that, you know, your thoughts on pre-World War II Belgian foreign affairs? Oh, pre-war World War II foreign affairs for Belgium? Belgium? You mean the Belgium? Oh, I think before that, they were a bunch of slave traders, bro. I think they're a bunch of slave traders, bro. But thank you for your question, man. You guys are trying to come up with new ways to troll. Did you guys have a meeting last night or something and say, we'll go by Fanon's channel this morning or let me say my name, bro. My name is Martin Blackwell. So you niggas can stop hiding behind a fake name. Let me go bother Martin Blackwell let me go make a bunch of bot channels so I can go bother Martin Blackwell first thing in the morning. That's what you guys are trying to accomplish. Just bothering me first thing in the morning. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you. Roach keeps saying he's getting cheated. We'll knock out someone so you don't get cheated. Bro, look, bro. Martin Blackwell, did I go to college? Which college why would you ask me that question, bro? Obviously, you did not. No, man, I never went to college, bro. I never went to, I dropped out of high school I dropped out of high school after I was a sophomore in high school. I dropped out of high school as a sophomore. No, I never went to college. I know that's what they do. I know that's what they do because, dog, let me tell you something, man. They got to talk to me. They get paid to talk to me, bro. They're peons, man. You know what I mean? They feel blessed. They are blessed when I say their name because they are a bunch of fucking peons, bro. And they try to buddy up because they know they're fucking peons, but they can get a little shine, right? Go buy some views, Blue Blood. Beat it, nigga. Seems like his style is no good unless he knocks somebody out. The power not there, though. Look, bro. Yeah, man, I used to sell drugs, man. Yeah, I used to sell fentanyl, bro. Yeah, man. I'm from Mississippi, bro. I grew up in Jackson, Mississippi, and I used to sell fentanyl on the streets, bro. All jokes aside, no worries. Get out. You're the only joke that I'm putting out, bro. I appreciate that humor, though. Thank you, man. I'll go make something else, bro. What's all of this shit today, bro? What is this shit today? Y'all had time to make up fucking bots or something? Like, what did you guys had time yesterday or something? These dudes had time yesterday. They said, shit, we're going to be there today. Martin kicked us out tomorrow, but I'll be back. You see, Scene changed his entire team. You think it could hurt him? Look, bro, Keyshawn Davis is, man, I think Keyshawn Davis is toast, bro. I'm not going to lie, bro. I think Keyshawn Davis is toast, bro. If I was Keyshawn Davis, bro, I would not be fucking with Shakur Stevenson at all, bro. What do you think about Teo Shakur fight? Who you like? I like Teo. I like Shakur. I like Shakur in every fight except for Gervonta. Shakur Stevenson is probably my third or fourth favorite fighter. I'm not the best on his personality because honestly, bro, you shouldn't have changed. You shouldn't have fixed your teeth. Man, you gonna have some shit snaggle, nigga. Be snaggle. The hell, you got a gap. If you got a gap, rock your gap, bro. Unless somebody knocked your tooth out, bro. That was your signature look, bro. that was Shakur's that gap teeth, that gap tooth smile. Come on, man. You had a signature look, bro, and you did away with it, dog. Now you're just like any normal half Puerto Rican dude. I've seen a lot of Tank haters and they want him to lose real bad. Dog, seriously, these Tank, let me tell you what these dudes would do. If Tank, Martin, let me tell you something. Gervonta, I'm not even going to say because I don't want to put that shit on his head. They would be happy if the man wasn't alive. Let's put it that way. These guys are so fucking bad, dog, that if something tragic happened to somebody, I don't want to put that on Tank. But bro, these people are such fucked up people that they would be happy that if Gervonta Davis got in a car crash and could never fight again, these guys would be, yay, boxing is saved because Gervonta won't be able to sell out arenas anymore. Like seriously, bro, if Gervonta got in a car accident, these dudes would be over the top celebrating, dog. Like these guys, dog. And here's the thing too. You got certain guys that are like straight up punks who basically vacillate in between different crowds of boxing because they're such big chicken shits. They don't want to make anybody mad, bro. Shakur is ducking O'Shaquie Foster. Look, man, if he wants to, I don't think he's ducking O'Shaquie Foster to go fight Teofimo Lopez. You know what I mean? Fanon ain't shit without you. Fanon excellent. Oh, boxing ain't shit without you. Fanon excellent show. I'd help too, for real, bro. I do, bro. Because these guys are out to get me, dog. I'm telling you, man, these guys are out to get me. These dudes are out to get me full time, dog. So I need your help, bro. I need your strength. Sending some college money, bro. Dog, look, if you want to know if I went to college, the answer is yes, I went to college. I went to college. I went to law school. I've got a post-law school degree in negotiations. Yes, I'm extremely, extremely well-educated person, bro. I am, matter of fact, I am what you call overqualified for this job. I am overqualified for this job. I am the most well-educated boxing commentator by far. And there's nobody even close to me, bro. I can say that without a, so you want to know about the education? I am without a doubt the most highly educated boxing commentator that there is on YouTube, Twitter, or otherwise. No, none of these niggas are as educated as I am. None of them. None of them can read a contract. None of them can write a contract. None of them got out of law school. None of them got out of undergrad. None of them got out of undergrad. If you look at them, they maybe went to a year of junior college, bro. They didn't put all the work in, bro. They didn't put the work in to understand contracts, but they want to talk about contracts as if they put in the work to understand them. You know what I mean? You got these niggas sending bogus boo-boo the fuck ass letters to my house, bro, thinking I'm stupid, like I'm going to fall for a defamation claim when all I did was give my opinion. You're not even going to file a case because there is no case. They'll dismiss that shit just off them. They'll just dismiss the shit right off the bat. The fuck up out of here. He gave his opinion. I love what you're doing for the sport of boxing. Thank you, Edward Broad. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm trying. I'm just trying to make it every day, to tell you the truth, bro. I was shocked Haney got lucky with that good performance in his last fight, but Ryan got his number. I'll put money on that. On the real, Devin didn't get lucky. Devin got a very green fighter in there with a green young man, and he took advantage of a green young man. That's what that was. And then he didn't fight him. He popped him a couple times, dropped him, and then went into a hug grab to make sure that he never got hurt, bro. Devin is a terrible fighter to watch. Devin Haney is a terribly boring fighter to watch, bro. I can say, Fanon, you know that law. Yeah, man, I'm just telling you, bro. I'm a very, very well-educated person, and they don't like that shit. Really, these guys make up shit, bro. Teo was trying to act like Ryan and him and Shakur press conference shit was so forced. I mean, bro, the whole thing, all of boxing is forced right now, bro. Jamel, the whole thing is fucking forced. Trying to act like Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez is some fight that everybody's looking forward to. Bro, that's forced. Turkey Al-Sheikh getting on his phone. Dog, I mean, you know, it is what it is, though. I think he's coming back to destroy everybody. He's going to shut them all up. Like, no, bro. Let me tell you what's going to happen with Tank. Bro, Tank may come back in a fight. He may lose a fight. Tank is a human being like every fucking body else, bro. And there's a lot of competition at 130. There's a lot of competition at 135, bro. Gervonta is the only guy that they claim he's losing every single solitary round he's fighting. People, after he beats the guy, other people want to fight him and they become world champions. But for some reason, Gervonta still doesn't fight anybody. Even though he's literally lost, according to the people that watch Gervonta's fights, he literally lost every single solitary round he's ever fought. Have you ever watched when Gervonta Davis was fighting all these guys that pretty much when he fights them, when they cover the fight, they all say Gervonta Davis lost every round in the fight. So not only do you not want to see him fight anybody, you also say he lost every round of every fight he's ever had, that he didn't knock somebody out. Rolly was beating him. This guy was beating him. That guy was beating him. You guys go and fight the guys that Gervonta was fighting. But for some reason, you guys can't find any way, shape, or form to give this kid any credit, bro. But we know why you can't give him credit, because your bosses won't let you give him any credit. The people that you work for want Gervonta to fail so that the fighters that they promote can succeed. We know the game, right? However, let's talk about how Terence Crawford was not a three-time undisputed champion. I would like to debate anybody, and I want to play, I'm going to take a devil's advocate debate. Even though I know you clowns will never click a link because you suck. But Canelo Alvarez said that Terence Crawford was never an undisputed champion at 168. He doesn't download. He runs, grabs, and he's boring as fuck. And he did not come out on top. He got his Edward Bright. He got his ass whooped by Ryan Garcia, bro. And on top of it, he got his ass whooped by Vasily Lomachenko, too. Like, I'm not really trying to hear that shit, bro. I'm not impressed by Devin, bro. I want to see Shakur fight someone with power because I see him beating Teo, but somebody that's cracking. Let's see what he going to do. Look, that Teo fight is going to be boring as the fuck, bro. That, I'm going to tell you right now, bro, that fight right there, do not think you're going to get any action in that fight. That is not going to be any action in that fight. If you were going to fight, like, if you saw, Shakur and Pitbull, you're going to see a lot of action in Shakur and Pitbull. You're not going to see a lick of action in Teofimo versus Shakur Stevenson. Because Teofimo Lopez, you don't know what Teofimo Lopez, they're going to faint for fucking ever, bro. They call it high IQ. Feigning. Dog, that shit is somebody is going to have to knock out box and say, whoa, I got my bachelor's. Yes, I know, not you, bro. Not you, not you, KO. I'm talking about certain niggas. I'm talking about certain people driving box trucks, bro. I'm talking about certain guys walking box trucks, bro. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm way too educated, dog. I'm way too educated. It's no, man. You niggas will never get me on that shit, bro. I'm telling you, you will never get me on that. No, I'm talking about Tank. Oh, okay. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you, brother. I'm sorry. I'm glad I didn't block you. Now everybody wants to be the face of boxing. When Tank was claiming it, they was hating. No, Kenneth Watts. What happened was, as soon as Gervonta Davis claimed he was the face of boxing, copycat Devin claimed he was the face of boxing. John, let me tell you something, bro. These guys they got a whole bunch of tools in their toolbox of bullshit. Copycatting is the #1 tool of Bill Haney and Devin Haney. Copycat. They don't want to reinvent the wheel. They just want to be a copycat of whatever that works. Blue Blood is like that. He's a copycat. He copies whatever's neat, whatever's new, he copies. Just like these niggas, just like, what's the guy's name, Bug Eyes? How he talked about keep it a bean. Nigga, will you stop? You too old to be saying keep it a bean, bro. You guys are just copying what other people are saying so that you can have so that you can get some, what do you call it? Mirroring? I think that's what you call it. Mirroring. When you talk to somebody and you tell them what they want to hear so that you listen to them, you're actively listening to, all full of shit, bro. You know, all full of shit, bro. 100% full of the doo-doo. It's going to be a bunch of jabs and jumping back. Yeah, pretty much. Jab, jump back. Jab, jump back, jump back, jump back. That's what it's going to be. They fight alike. It's going to be a bad fight. You know what I mean? Yeah, hey, KO, I wasn't taking no shot at you, brother. Believe you me. I was just taking a shot at all the haters. I just take a shot at my haters, dude. Hey, Just Do Boxing and KO, please don't ever think I'm talking about y'all. I think y'all was right in boxing. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Fanon, dude, Devin do everything nephew Tank do. He's a copycat, bro. It's a copycat. But listen to, I just want to go over this particular argument, bro. What is this? Oh, yeah, that's what's up, Knockout. Yeah, man, just let you know when I be flying, bro, it's never at you. It's never at Just Do. It's never at you guys because I think you guys are real. Real people, not fake people, real people. Brian says, same to you. Keep working. Thank you, brother. I need the encouragement, man, because you know it ain't easy, bro. They trying to stamp out every fucking thing that I swear, bro, like in my little psychotic mind, bro, I swear these dudes be trying to shut down every fucking thing I've enjoyed about the sport of boxing for the last 7 years. It's been a constant case of people trying to shut the shit down, bro. I love Deontay Wilder, bro. These niggas would not let me enjoy Deontay Wilder for nothing. I love Errol Spence Jr. as a fighter. They won't let me enjoy Errol Spence for shit. Loved Guillermo Rigondeaux. Won't let me enjoy Guillermo Rigondeaux for shit. Loved Gary Russell Jr. Won't allow me to enjoy Gary Russell Jr. for shit. love Gervonta Davis, won't allow me to enjoy Gervonta Davis for shit. Every bullshit ass fighter that I think is full of shit winds up getting artificial promotions. Manufactured, you know what I'm saying? Said it's bad, Noop. It's bad. It's bad, bro. Like, bro, they try to shut down every fucking thing. I swear, bro, ever since I've started watching boxing, bro, it's like the boxing establishment has tried to shut down every fucking fighter that I've liked, bro. Every one of them, without exception, dog. From Deontay to Errol to Gervonta, Guillermo Rigondeaux, Gary Russell, all to build up, propped up niggas like Devin fucking Haney, bro. Like, seriously, bro, look at all these fighters that the LDBC, and I'm going to say the LDBC with the exception of fucking, I'll leave them alone. Because, nigga, you niggas used to be my guys, but you know what it is. These guys tore the fuck down out of Deontay Wilder, dog. Everything Deontay Wilder did was bad. Don't you remember that? If he knocked somebody out, it's because the guy was garbage. He doesn't deserve that fight. He doesn't deserve this fight. Then as soon as Tyson Fury beats him, Tyson Fury is propped up to be the greatest fighter in boxing. All of a sudden, you know what I mean? Like, look what they're doing. Look at what they're doing with Shakur. You got Ray Jackson, bro. Ray, you bought out, bro. You bought out, bro. We know you bought out, okay? No disrespect to you, brother. Black Fight Fan was a real one for sure. Black Fight Fan is a real one. I really fuck with. I haven't talked to Black Fight Fan in years, dog, but I have a lot of respect for Black Fight Fan. Black Fight Fan, in my opinion, was always a straight shooter, always a straight shooter, always a great dude, bro. Did you see Hitchens and Keyshawn going at it? I don't give a shit. That dude, neither one. Why should they be fighting? Why do I give a shit about Richardson, Hitchens, and Keyshawn Davis? Keyshawn Davis, you need to take your ass back to 135 and figure out how you can fight somebody without missing weight and blowing your fucking fight. I don't give a shit about, no disrespect to you, TY, but I don't care about Richardson Hitchens going back and forth with Keyshawn. Keyshawn's ass need to go get a fight. He need to get back in the ring, build his ass back up because he fucked off in his last fight. You know who Richardson Hitchens need to be talking to? Richardson Hitchens need to be talking to Russell. Why does Richardson Hitchenson wants Keyshawn Davis? You don't want a unification fight against Gary Antoine Russell? But this dude is talking, he's acting, what he say? Get your weight up? Ain't that what Keyshawn, isn't that what Africa said to Gary Antoine? He need to get his weight up? Africa, nigga, you weigh 1.5 pounds. Talking about get your weight up, bro. Who are you? Telling somebody to get their weight up, dog. like, bro, you know you don't want to fight Gary. Just say you're not going to fight him, bro. Don't try to act like you some, bro. And matter of fact, bro, I have to keep checking myself in whether I say Richardson Hitchens or Richardson Hitchens' son. Literally, bro, it took a while because I used to call you Richardson Hitchens, and then I'll call you Richard Hitchens' son. Bro, who are you, bro, to be telling Gary Antoine that he needs to get his weight up, bro? So I know I ain't trying to hear that, man. I'm not trying to make these fake beefs with fighters that all get along. All these little New Jersey, New York niggas all want to huddle up next to each other and talk about how great they are. Meanwhile, dissing the shit out of Tank and cats not from that city. Come on, man. Let's not act like you niggas ain't all from New York. Acting like you guys gonna have your own little cabal and you're gonna fight each other and you're gonna keep everybody out. We see the game you niggas are trying to play, bro. Big Ray Life said, Fanon, good day, sir, and salute to everyone in the chat. Salute to you, brother. Richardson Hitchens is good, but Richardson Hitchenson is too goddamn cocky for a dude that is not known like that, bro. Stop that. You have no reason not to try to fight Gary Antoine, bro. But we're making all the big fights. We're making all the big fights. What about Gary Antoine Russell? Oh, he need to get his weight up. Oh, you need to get his weight up. Man, I love irritating y'all talking about Gervonta Davis. You know why? Because you guys know full well that this chat, that we collectively, and let me say this in a way where I'm trying to build a brotherhood, but at the same time, not claim like anybody works for anybody or does anything. But for real, The thing that upsets y'all so much is that Gervonta Davis's fans have better arguments than you. You guys are a bunch of shills trying to run a corporate narrative down on the head of this kid. Ronald Middleton in the building. Happy holidays to you, brother. Happy holidays to you, bro. Happy holidays. You guys are trying to run a game, a promotional game on people, bro. You guys are really getting exactly brother and sisterhood, exactly. And the fact of Hitchinson's hyped up off the Kambosos win. He about to fight Regis while avoiding Sabril and Gary Antoine. Of course they are, because they want to claim that they're all fight. Look, do you remember what happened in Great Britain? Talk, they mad, they can't get away with it. Yeah, they can't get away with shit. Bro, their arguments are terrible arguments. And you can't get away with the dumb shit you're doing. Because unfortunately for you all, when Gervonta Davis fights next, his arena is going to be sold out. The only way that you guys can prevent Gervonta Davis from selling out an arena is if you cock block his arena. And that's what you guys do. You guys don't want to compete fairly. You want to cheat. That's what you guys are. That's why you buy views on YouTube, so you can act like you're some big name, like people really value your thoughts. They don't. They don't. And I know that I'm more influential than you all are. Yes, I am. And you niggas buy your views, you get up with your corporate media, and then you decide that you're going to be part of the machine. And why are you part of the machine? Because you cannot survive on your own. That's why you joined the machine and why you sold out to the machine, because you can't do it on your own. You want to be up underneath Massa's nutsack. And Massa, I don't need no views. I don't need no super chats. Massa got my money. He got my money coming to me. He got my money coming to me. I can lie all I want. He gonna still buy my views. I can lie every day, but they're still gonna buy those views because they told me to lie. So I'm gonna lie and lie and lie and lie and lie. You guys are you niggas are really trying to sell yourselves as people that are able to destroy fighters' careers. Listen to this. You guys sell yourselves, your little media cabal that you got going on. You sell yourselves as somebody that is able to destroy a fighter's career. You can control the narrative. Isn't that what you're doing, Blue Blood? Controlling the narrative. Isn't that why you make up a bunch of stories all the time so you can shift the narrative, right? You want to tell people that the WBC forgave Terence Crawford for not paying the fee. Bullshit, bro. You're trying to change the narrative to pro Terence. Hating on people in the mud, no paid views, no pay for opinions. Just hard work and authenticity wins every time, bro. Hey, man, it gets frustrating to see them fake ass views, though, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. He said, yep, that's what they do. That's all they're trying to do is control the narrative. Okay, we want Shakur Stevenson to be the big name fighter in boxing. Okay, we'll create a media plan where we will convince people that Shakur Stevenson is a big star. So you have Ray Jackson and Ray Jackson says a bunch of stupid shit. So, and sometimes he means the stupid shit. Sometimes he doesn't mean the stupid shit. But when he said this stupid shit, which is that if Shakur sells out Madison Square Garden, he's a bigger star than Gervonta, how the fuck does that make sense? First of all, Shakur is not even you don't even know if Shakur is the A side to that fight. Neither one of T.O. Neither one of T.O.'s or Shakur is some big level fighter that everybody wants to see. But they pass up Gervonta if Turkey Al-Sheikh buys enough tickets. Fanon, I see Tank family every day. We grew up together. Tank is coming back strong. I believe mean stronger. Yes, sir. I'm just telling you, bro. You guys, I just am working very hard to get my head around exactly how fake you guys are, bro. Hold on, watch this shit. That's who they want to win is T.O. T.O.'s pick is on the left. He sat on the left and was introduced last. T.O.'s the A side. There you go. T.O.'s the A side, which means this shit is no stardom fight, bro. But hey, man, if you put Ring Magazine, if you let Ring Magazine promote it, Shakur needs about 8 to 10 more sold out arenas and about 2 million pay-per-views to catch Tank. I'm going to tell you right now, Knockout Boxing 86, it's never going to happen, bro. He needs snack. None of that shit's going to help, bro. Yo, well, no, he's never going to get that unless he gets on snack. He needs some snack. He needs to do what he needs to get that. He needs his turtle back, bro. He needs his turtle back in his neck. Where Victor Conte at, dog? Where's Victor Conte at when you need him? They need to create another monster like they're fucking doing with that Frankenstein that they call Devin Haney, bro. Bro, look, bro. Martin, you see the price of those tickets? Nah, what? Nah, I didn't. Tank has to retire for anyone to catch up. Man, it's never going to happen, bro. Damn, I forgot what I was going to say. I had a good joke, bro. I'm telling you, for real. Look at Devin Haney's head, bro. That dude's face has slowly contorted to where his ass literally looks like Frankenstein, dog. That dude got a Frankenstein bucket right up on the top of his head. You know how Frankenstein got those bolts in his head? Like that square box head and that big-ass forehead, bro? Dog, Devin Haney's forehead is starting to look like that shit. His face is like, look, bro, look at what Devin Haney looks like now versus like what Devin Haney looked like 5 years ago, bro. That nigga's face is contorting, bro. And I'm going to tell you, you know the sweetest vengeance is? The sweetest vengeance is that you guys can lie and act like you're not on anything. You guys can fake shit, do whatever you want. But, bro, that shit's still in your body, dog. It's still in your body. And these guys are claiming that you're not going to have any fucking downside from all the shit you're putting in your body. Bro, you niggas may be 80 years old. You might be 50 years old and your kidneys just crash out on you. like, bro, I certainly hope you niggas is clean because whatever you're doing, bro, it better not be bad for your health because you guys act, I don't smoke. I don't drink. Yeah, but you juice, nigga. I don't smoke. I don't juice. I don't smoke. I don't drink. Yeah, nigga, but you're taking HGH, bro. That shit's worse from you. What do you think is worse, nigga? Like, seriously, bro. And I'm not saying you guys are juicing. I don't know if you're juicing or not. But I just want to know, bro, for your health considerations, what goods does it do for you not to smoke, not to drink, and work out every day if you pile toxic chemicals into your body that you know are going to fuck you over? I wish I didn't drink, bro. Don't insult Frankenstein like that. Frankenstein had the strength of 10 men. Devin has the strength of 10 fetuses. Look, man, I'm just telling you, bro. The truth will come out, okay? And no joke, bro, the truth will come out. The truth may not come out in the media because, as you know, you guys ain't telling nobody the truth in the media. You guys got so much misinformation that people have to sort through all kind of shit to get to the real information. But when you guys are done with your career and your ass is sitting there and you think about all the, like the cut over your eye, your broken nose, your broken hands, your knuckles, don't forget to start thinking, damn, bro, I was on juice for fucking 10 years. I wonder what the effects of juicing for 10 years are. You know what I'm saying? I wonder what the effects of, remember what happened to Lyle Alzado? Lyle Alzado didn't make it, bro. Lyle Alzado said, you better off smoking than juicing. Yeah, you better off smoking than juicing. Hey, urban legend RC, I've been telling people how long he face and head looks. I wasn't the only one seeing it, bro. I'm telling you, that nigga's face is turning into fucking Frankenstein, bro. I'm telling you, he's starting to look like Frankenstein, dog, in the face. In the face, bro. In the face, bro. Like his head is growing and like his head ain't like Manny. You remember when Manny's head grew? Is boxing taking its toll on one of the boxers in question? Well, boxing takes a toll on everybody. I do believe. And that's why the boxers deserve so much money. Man, did you guys see the note that was written by Bob Arum? Bob Arum, man, I fucking love Bob Arum, bro. Bob Arum got to the gist of the Muhammad Ali act. Yeah, his eyes sunken in his face. I'm telling you, bro. Dev, you need to get, hey, dog, I don't know if you're on something, Dev, but Dev, come on, bro. If you get your money, man. Bill's head looked the same. Bill's head looks the same. Bill don't look like he made any magical transformations in the shape of his head. Man, could you imagine? And I'm not saying Bill did this, bro. But, bro, man, I was working out with my son, or I was getting my son at a personal trainer, and they had my son get on creatine. And I was like, man, I'm not having my son getting on creatine just so he can try to dunk on somebody. You know what I mean? That shit ain't worth it. He shows his class every once in a while, Bob, man, but he wrote so well. Basically, what he said is that none of the protections that are afforded boxers in the Muhammad Ali Act are present in the Muhammad Ali Revival Act. You don't have anything, no requirements for them to disclose their financials, their finances. You don't have any requirement whatsoever for them to protect the finances of fighters, right? All of those different things that are in there to protect the fighters, none of them are in the Muhammad Ali Revival Act. But let's ask a question, bro. How many black content creators do you think would vote for the Muhammad Ali Revival Act in order to get a paycheck? I mean, a serious question, bro. He said, yeah, Aram said changing Ali Act is problematic and unjustifiable. It is unjustifiable unless you're trying to make money for. Oh, Super Chat Thursday, man. Let me put my requests up here, bro. I'm sorry. I got to put something in the chat. I'm going to request this. You guys do not have to do it because this is the normal people, bro. Any trolls, you're always welcomed in the Super Chat, bro. You're always welcome in the Super Chat, but I forgot to put I try to raise, even though we never make it, I've calculated the cost of the live stream. It's about $100 a day. It takes about $100 a day to put on the show. And that's what I try to get to break even for the day. That's just so you know. That's why I put the goal in there. If you can, you can. If you can't, you can't. And trust you me, you're not required, bro. You know what I mean? And I want to tell you something else. You cannot refresh my Super Chat. My Super Chat does not refresh. It doesn't. If you don't see money getting donated, it's because nobody donated money. I just want to let you know, bro. My Super Chat does not get broken, bro. So anyway, I'm just saying thank you because seriously, it does cost money to do this. But if you can't, at least hit the like, bro, if you would not mind, bro. If you would, oh, phenomenal. Phenomenal Noob said, boom, nigga. Hey, my man said, now you broke even. I broke even. Thank you. I broke even for the day, dog. That's business 101, bro. Seriously, dog. Seriously, bro. That's why I don't fuck with. Thank you so much now, bro. Thank you so much. That's fucking huge, bro. Jameson Children said, just supporting the show. Phenomenal Noob said it's bad, bro. Jeep Red Boys, admission and tuition. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, dog. And with the $100 holler making the whole day is Phenomenal Noob. Dog, that's huge, bro. Thank you so much, man. That's heavy. Yes, I did. I broke even. Just so you know, that's what I try to do every day. And if you don't break even, you lose money, bro, because this is my business. It's my business that certain people try to run me out of. Now that I have the $100, now I can go at you niggas. 100%. I can get demonetized. Not my live stream can now get demonetized. Thank you, brother. That's huge support. Thank you. Look, bro. We are living in an era where none of the shit that they are trying to do is going to work because they're all fake media people. Blue Blood Sports TV, bro, is a media fraud. He is not an authentic person that works for himself. He is part of an organization that decided that they were going to destroy the PBC. Same thing for Claymore Reigns, same thing for the Boxing Voice, same thing for all these people that celebrated Turkey Al-Sheikh. Oh, man, what up? He said, Jameson's my cousin, Noop. It's just family business. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you, man. Cobra Head said, Noop, when was the last conclave you went to? We got a link one day. Smoked whiskey on me. Look, bro, if you invite me to the conclave, I'll come to the conclave. I've never gone to a conclave. I've never been to a conclave, bro. Because my problem with going to conclaves is that in my mind, being a Noop is really about fucking women and being a man. That was my entire, look, bro, when I am a Noop. For me, being a Noop, what it meant to me was, dog, I'm trying to run a bunch of women and I'm trying to be the fucking man. They say, you know what I'm saying? That's all I wanted to do. I never wanted to go to the meetings. I never wanted to do any of that, dog. I was just trying to run the city. I was just trying to get with women and run the city. That's the only reason I was around. So if there was more than 15 men, I'm just telling you, I'm shallow as hell about that. I'll tell you the dead honest truth. That's what it was for me. So, I was never the best with guide right, bro. I was the type of guy that we was going to go beat niggas up across the city, bro. TKO seeks to modernize boxing's regulation system by creating a pathways for organizations to operate as a unified boxing organization. Bob says UBO is it is because it's a unified. They're trying to unify the managers and the promoters all into one deal. The whole Muhammad Ali Revival Act is a violation of the Ali Act. That's it. Hey, Dre, I did. Did you see I commented? Dre's Finest said, keep it coming, black man. You dig? Dre's Finest. Did you see that I did comment on the comment that you left in the video? I did comment on that, bro. I did. Because you said, man, I'd like to see you comment more on comments. Trust me, brother, I will definitely do that. And if you've been leaving messages for me, I apologize, Dre's Finest. I really do. Said they are simply trying to monopolize the sport under a corrupt banner. That's what they are doing. They're trying to monopolize the sport. But guess whose money they're trying to use? Guess whose money they're trying to use, bro? Guess whose money they're trying to use? That's the thing where I can say, okay, did you see how did they do at the congressional hearings, Martin? Oh, congressional hearings, they're going to try to pass that shit. They're all bought and paid for, bro. But they're not going to revoke I didn't get to see it. So let me stop first and say I didn't see it. However, I know how congressional hearings go. I used to work for the Food and Drug Administration, and I helped prepare for congressional testimony. Bro, they're going to go through it. But at the end of the day, it's not going to work because they don't have the money to do it. And I'm telling you right now, bro, the sources of income that they were using, they're not going to have access to that money anymore. So everything that they were planning to do with TKO, all the money they were planning on spending, bro, they've got to go find another source for that. I'm telling you, but dude, they can try to change it because that's the only way that they can get into boxing profitably. Like, ultimately, the thing is, for TKO, Dana White, fuck that shit. Ari Emanuel, bro, I'm going to call your ass out, nigga. Ari fucking Emanuel, bro. Ari Emanuel, and this is one thing I do not like about certain groups of people, bro. You guys are trying to control and play around with things that are not in your control, Ari. It's not in your control, Ari. And you're trying to take things under your control, Ari, that are not under your control, Ari. They're not. You work for us, buddy, not the other way around. So what these guys do is they try to play with this money, corporate money, and move it around like a fucking shell game. And they are trying to kick that money to their friends. And they are trying to take over boxing and make it profitable for them. That's who's trying to make it profitable for Ari Emanuel. That's who's wanting a whole sport to be his. Ari's brother doesn't have a hand in it. No, I'm going to call Ari Emanuel out because I know it pisses people out. Pisses people off when I say it. People don't like for me. Okay, let me put it this way. In the level of boxing we're talking about, you want to argue about Turki Al-Sheikh, right? We want to argue about Al Heyman. I don't want to do that. I'm not going to talk about Turki Al-Sheikh if I'm going to go to Mohammed bin Salam. I don't see Turki as the problem. I see Mohammed bin Salam as the problem. I don't see Dana White as the problem. I see Ari Emanuel as the problem. That's how I see it. That's how I see it. Because guess what? Turki Al-Sheikh's not making any decisions that are not backed by Mohammed bin Salam. So if I see a bunch of money and stupid shit going on, and I see Mohammed bin Salam come to the United States for the first time in I don't know how many years, bro, it's him. It's not Turki, it's him. And for some reason, Mohammed bin Salam thinks that by infiltrating boxing and fucking over the boxing financial system, that somehow gives him some type of kudos or some type of feather in his cap. I blame Mohammed bin Salam. I don't blame Dana White. I blame Ari Emanuel. Ari Emanuel is the one that got the deal for Paramount. Ari Emanuel is the businessman that got that done. He's the middle manager. Ari's the middle manager that got that shit done, not Dana. So I think it's them. I think it is Israel, who is Ari Emanuel, and I think it's Saudi Arabia that is Mohammed bin Salam. And I think that those two entities are trying to gain cultural control over the United States through our entertainment. You want to put your faces, you want to stand in our face and get in our way while we're having a good time. Think about this. We're kicking it, watching Errol Spence, watching Gervonta, watching Deontay, right? We're having a good time. These are our fighters. But what happens? Oh my God, we don't want Martin to like Deontay Wilder. We want Martin to like Anthony Joshua. Why won't you guys like Anthony Joshua? So they attack Deontay. Oh, we don't want Martin to like Gervonta Davis. We want Martin to like Devin Haney. Bro, they literally did that to me. Bill Haney and the LDBC got mad at me because they wanted me to like Devin and not like Gervonta. That's literally what they are doing. They want to get in front of you and they want you, like if you're a golf fan, Mohammed bin Salam wants you to say, thank you, Mohammed bin Salam, for letting me watch golf. Thank you, Mohammed bin Salam, for letting me watch this boxing match. Thank you. Get the fuck out of here. We see the play, bro. I see the play, bro. And like I said, Ari Emanuel is going to fuck around and not have no money at all. I'm telling you. Ari Emanuel is going to is fucking around with the wrong people. I'm telling you. You dudes think you're fucking slick. You think you're going to funnel this money out of corporate America down into illegal gambling, bro, and get the money on the other side, dog. We know you guys are betting $1 million a hand, Mr. High Roller. $1 million a hand and you lose it? You don't want to pay that money. So you start playing games with corporate people's money because you have a position in a P 500 company. So you think you can, don't worry about it. We'll just move money over here. Don't worry about selling tickets, Dana. We really want UFC. We want the UFC. We're going to support the UFC even if the UFC doesn't make any money whatsoever. We're going to support Turki Al-Sheikh even though Turki Al-Sheikh is losing a bunch of money. Why? Because we're trying to subvert these people. You're trying to subvert other people. You're trying to subvert the people that I support. And that's what you've been doing. I saw it in Chicago. I've seen it in DC. I've seen it in New York. I've seen it in New Orleans. That's what your peon ass is doing. Every single time we try to set something up and we're doing something well, You want to come in and compete so that you can break it up every single solitary time. We black folk get some good shit going. What do? If you got Black Wall Street and everybody's making money, what do? They bomb Black Wall Street. If you got a bunch of black businesses and everybody's doing well and and the communities are growing and we're getting well educated, what do they want to do? They want to integrate our money into their system, and the educational system tanks. This is about the control of Black America by non-Black people, as it has always been. You think you're going to decide who our stars are, and you're going to decide who I like. That's what you try to do every fucking morning. You try to jump up here and convince me that I shouldn't like Gervonta, that I should like Terence. I shouldn't like Deontay. I should like Anthony Joshua. You should not like Gary Antoine Russell. You should like Richardson Hitchens. Always trying to tell me who I should like. Listening to Paulie Malignaggi all day telling people, don't like Tank. Don't like Tank. Tank doesn't do anything. Tank doesn't do anything. But you should like Lamont Roach. Who the fuck is Lamont Roach for? What's Lamont fought? That's what you guys are on, bro. That's what you guys are on. Trying to dictate to black people who our stars are going to be. You're going to dictate what our culture is going to be. And trust me, bro, I don't fucking like you, Ari. I don't, bro. I don't. Okay? I stay a nice distance away from it. But, bro, I know it's you. I know it's you, homie. I know it's you. And, nigga, you know me too. I'm so tired of you guys trying to tell me who I'm supposed to like. Why you like Gervonta? You just a fanboy. You a fanboy of Gervonta. Oh, you Spence. Oh, he likes Spence. Spence is the worst. Spence is terrible. Why would you like Spence? You should like this guy better. Why don't you like Monster Inoue? Why don't you like Monster Inoue? Fuck Gervonta. Why don't you like Monster Inoue? Why don't you like Tanaka? Why don't you like Chocolatito? You guys are always trying to get black people's money by moving black people off of our own people, paying money to our own people so that we can give it out to you. And you got these people like Blue Blood, who is absolutely a fraud, 100% a fucking fraud, fraud. Tim Bradley, fraud. Max Kellerman, fraud. Bug Eyes, fraud. A bunch of people that get up every day trying to tell you who you should like and who you shouldn't like. Think about it. All of the communications about Gervonta Davis boils down to you should not like Deontay. You should not like Gervonta. You are wrong for supporting Gervonta. And they make up all kind of reasons for you not to support him. But they got all kind of reasons for you to support Devin Haney. Devin Haney is accused of doing the exact same thing that Gervonta was accused of. Devin Haney is probably the biggest weight bully that there's ever been in the history of boxing. The dude is weighing 160 fucking pounds in a 135-pound fight. But you guys don't see any problems with that. We should be looking up to Devin and Bill. Why? Because they're a father and son. They're a father and son. Bill Haney lifted himself out of the ghetto from the Black Mafia family, took himself out of prison, and he raised this law-abiding son who's such a good. That's the story they want you to believe about Devin. When the truth of the matter is, his ass is a manufactured fucking silver spoon baby. It is what he is. That's what you guys try to do constantly. Then claim they call BMF Bill, Black Mafia family, my ass. Black Mafia family, are you out your fucking mind? Black Mafia family. And I was the only one who was smart enough not to go to jail. Because I knew, you were the smartest one to snitch. 14 niggas. Look, bro, they got about 14 people called the Black Mafia family. And you call it that's not a family, dude. 15 niggas sitting around selling dope is not a family, dog. Man. And I bet you with them 15 people, they were out there stiffing little kids. Going to Bill Haney. Let me tell you what Bill Haney did with Black Mafia family. Bill would go rob teenage kids in craps games. That's what Bill's job was. Bill took loaded dice and gambled with a bunch of 16-year-olds and ripped them off for about $1.50. What's up, that dude named Dave? Man, I ain't seen you in a minute, bro. What up, that dude named Dave? Always good to see you, brother. Always good to see you. BMF Bill, that's crazy, bro. He said, yes, Fanon. Bill telling ass, come on, bro. He was telling, man, look, I don't think that you're ever supposed to tell. I really think that that's the thing, bro. Like, first of all, bro, ain't nobody really taking you serious unless you're a murderer. Let's just be real. Let's just be real. Ain't nobody taking nobody in the street serious if they not putting somebody out of their misery, bro. Anything other than a dude that is taking you off this planet, bro, we ain't trying to hear that shit. You know what I mean? We're not trying to hear it. I don't want to hear none of that, any street shit from people where all they did was sell drugs. Dog, that's not the hard work. The hard work in the streets are the people that get people off the streets. So I'm tired of listening to you middle managers claim you're some street level Hercules, nigga. No, you're not, bro. You got I don't see no tears. I don't see no tears. Where are your tattoo tears, bro? Where's your life sentence, bro? Where's your triple homicides, bro? That's what I want to hear. All you tough street niggas, where are your triple homicides, bro? None of you did. All y'all went to, where'd you go to jail? I went to jail for selling this. I went to jail for, bro, I'm not trying to hear it, bro. I ain't trying to hear no street cred out of anybody that ain't got a body. Okay? Because you know why? Because I got cousins that got bodies. When I'm talking to my cousin, that nigga got a body. When I'm talking to that other cousin, he got a body. Okay? Bodies. That I can verify he got bodies on him. Bodies. Not, oh, I was pimping a girl and I convinced a girl to sell her body for me. Ain't I such a slick player? No, bro, that's not shit niggas can respect, bro. Those dudes can get run over, bro. Run over as soon as they come. So stop it, Bill. Stop it. If you're not telling me that you got a body on your record, stop acting like you some street mafia dude. Okay? Stop it. What you are is a rest haven for hoes, bro. What you are was a rest haven for hoes, bro. Okay? That's what a pimp is. A rest haven for hoes. What they do is they protect the girls, convince them to sell their bodies. The girls get some money, you get some money. Where's your triple homicide is what I want to know. Okay? I got a friend named Michael Johnson, bro. I got a friend named Michael Johnson. You can look Michael Johnson up. Michael Johnson got about 4 bodies on Michael Johnson. 4. He murked somebody in Chicago. Then he went down to Mexico and he murked somebody in Mexico. And then he moved down to Brazil and he murked somebody in Brazil. I know of 3. I think there's 4. Okay? That's a real person that I know. A real legitimate person who I could, if he wasn't in jail, because he's going to be in jail in Brazil for the rest of his life. But he got outside the United States with plenty bodies, bro. So that's what I want to know. What's all this street? When I was talking about street shit, that's what I'm talking about. Okay? When you talking about you a street dude, that's what I'm talking about. All right? I'm being honest. If you're saying you're a soldier, then you got to actually be a soldier. If you're not a soldier, if you sitting up there doing the paperwork for the soldiers, are you, Bill? If all you do is sit up and do the paperwork, bro, I don't believe you, bro. I believe you got a couple rental cops on call. You know what I mean? You guys can call your rental cops. If Martin talking this shit, we gonna do something to Martin. Oh, what are you gonna do to Martin? What are you gonna do to Martin exactly? Oh, we gonna send some niggas at him. Oh, really? Send them. You gotta rent them, brother. You have to rent your cops, bro. You have to, and it said, and they respect you, OG. Thank you, bro. Telling you, bro. I'm not trying to hear none of your street talk unless you're actually putting people under the ground. Other than that, what you are is you just whatever. You a thief. You a thief. You a pimp. You something. You just a crook. You just a crook. You're not somebody to me to be worried about. You're not somebody to be like, oh, I can't come outside because Bill's gonna send a rent-a-cop at me. Oh, please, don't hurt me. Bill, don't send your rent-a-cop at me. Oh my God, don't send your rent-a-cop to follow me. Bro, I'm not trying to hear that, man. My cousin, I got a cousin, I'm telling you, he's gonna get demonetized. My cousin is called Smiley. True story, bro. I got my little cousin. My little cousin's nickname is Smiley. Because that nigga will definitely pop your ass and smile doing it. They are not normal people with good minds. No, they're not. If you are playing with our family, bro, we've got the real muscle, bro. We're not rent-a-cops, okay? So again, don't ever tell. Yeah, Smiley, my man. Hey, dog, no joke, bro. Hey, man, my little cousin, first of all, he's big. That's a big boy, bro. That's a big boy. But you know, the thing is, okay, I'll say somebody else because he's already deceased. When I looked at my cousin Billy, when I look in my cousin Billy's face, that's a killer. When I look in his face, that's a killer. There's people that you look in their face and you're like, that's a killer. Like, yeah, that's a killer. That's when you start being like, okay, because those guys are going to go there. Pimps ain't going to go there. The guy bodyguarding Devin is a cop. Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. They got rent-a-cops, bro. Let me tell you how rent-a-cops work. If you want to make a move on me, right, and I'm in Chicago, you think you're some big-time gangster. So you have Big U call somebody in Chicago and say, we trying to arrange something in Chicago for this guy, right? A car accident, a robbery, something. But this is who the guy is. This is who we need. That's what you niggas think you can do. You think you can pick up a phone call and that's all that makes you as a secretary, bro. You're just a secretary. That's what you are. That's why when Victor Conti threatened me, bro, I was like, Victor, you're a bitch, bro. Victor Conti threatening me was the biggest joke of the fucking century, bro. Do you remember when Victor Conti threatened me and Rick Glazier threatened me? Victor Conti is a secretary. Rest in peace, bro. He's a fucking secretary. He ain't doing shit to me. It's about your hard handwork. Can you throw them? It's about your handwork. Can you throw them hands? Yeah. I don't believe down by a nigga who ain't a killer. Let's sink that in. Yeah, but hold on. No, you haven't. You have never seen a black man killed by a guy that's not a killer. You're a liar. I've seen plenty niggas get knocked down by a nigga who ain't lying. You're a damn lie. You're a damn lie. You've never seen somebody get knocked down. If you mean knocked down with a punch, or do you mean knocked down as in they're not here? Because if they knocked them down and they're not here, then they were both killers. Bro, you better understand what country you live in, bro. Like, no, bro. What the fuck did Conti say? Conti told me that I needed to get in capital letters, a real job. He needs to give me in all caps, real job. Same thing that little mafia nigga in New York said about me. Vic, what's that little peon mafia nigga? What's that little peon nigga's name in the Atlanta mob? Rick Glazier. Yeah, Rick Glazier, that little peon. That little peon, Rick Glazier, also said I needed to get a real job. Because this nigga's in the Cali mob, this nigga's in the New York mob, and these niggas think they got something. But they're secretaries, bro. You're a secretary. That's all you are. You're just pushing paper, nigga. That's all you doing. Bill Haney ain't no gangster. He's a secretary, bro. He's a secretary. That's all he's doing is pushing the paperwork, bro. I'm telling you, man, that's why guys have to work their way out of the street. Y'all were never in the street to work your way out of it, bro. Stop lying. No, he wasn't just used. He said, no, he wasn't just because you killed someone. Hey, bro, if you kill someone You are a killer. Can you get back to boxing talk? No, but you can get out of here. You can leave. My shit, they paid for this, bro. You see this right here? You see this right here? If you want me to move on, give me the money to move on. If you want me to move on, pay the money to move on. Other than that, bro, I'm a bust Bill out. I got paid, I'm telling you. Yes, it does. If you kill someone, you are a killer, period. I don't know what world you live in. If you kill someone, you are a killer. Yes, you are. Because you killed someone. That makes you a killer. What other criteria is there for that? Just curious. No, there's no TY. TY. There's no matter of agreement or non-agreement to that. The only people that are killers are people that have killed people. Every person that has killed someone is a killer. They've killed somebody. It's just a fact. Now, I will say something like this. Now, if it wasn't intentional, then no, because it wasn't intentional, right? It's not intentional. But if you take something and you in your mind decide that you are going to end this person, that makes you a killer. Yes, it does. Because that's what you did. I don't know if you're trying to justify something in your own life or somebody else tried to justify you. No, bro. If that's all it takes, bro, is for you to do it. Then again, I want to tell you I'm differentiating with things like, if there was a car accident or just something happened by accident where you didn't intend it, then no, because your intention wasn't there. I'm just telling you, bro. That's what these dudes think they are. Give me 1 second. I'm going to take this shirt off because I'm kind of hot. Reminds me of that Nas song, Accidental Murders. No, look, bro, all I know is I got some very thuggish people in my family, bro. Like very dangerous, very thuggish. Not even thuggish, just very, very dangerous people. Very dangerous people. I know a lot of really dangerous people. That's why I'm not trying to hear it, because there's a kid in my high school named Chris Beach. Chris Beach was a killer. Chris Beach he drove 2 people up to another state, tied them to trees and killed them. Like, no, bro, there are really people that do that, bro. They don't care about going to jail. They don't have any off button when it comes to that, bro, because that's how they are. No, there's some very serious people in the world, man. For not only people that's from the streets can understand what you're saying. Thank you, Kurt. I'm just telling you, man. Look, bro, I just got cousins, bro. I can't play with Billy. Man, playing with my cousin Billy is like, seriously, bro, no. I've got some female relatives, dude, I don't like playing because they're just dangerous people. I'm telling you, man, look, bro, there are some really crazy people in the world, man, that are walking around in the streets, and Bill ain't one of them, bro. That's all I'm saying. Bill is not one of them. So Bill need to stop faking like he's one of them, because it's disrespectful to the people that are really like that, you know? And they're trying to sell some fake facade of our culture, bro. These people are mentally ill, bro. Like the people, when I'm saying the real street dudes, these people got problems, man. Like they've got real, legit psychological, mental illness type shit going on in their head, bro. So no, bro, don't fake like you're one of them. That's what I'm saying. Like if I've been, okay, I'll tell you another one, just personal story. Bro, I've been in psych wards, bro, because I've suffered from mental health issues, right? There was a guy that I was with in this psych ward. He may have been about 6'3", 230 pounds, 240 pounds, all muscle. Bro, this dude raged for like 3 days. He was just walking around like, Dude, this guy was so gone, bro, that I was like, man, if I bump up on this guy, he's going to kill me. Like, seriously, he's that type of dude. Like, you looking at how he's behaving, and you're like, Jesus, first of all, he's big as a fucking house. Bird 101 said, you're not a killer if you only got one body. Hey, I'll leave that to you. Somebody say you, but dog, yes, you are. You a killer as soon as you get somebody, bro. You may not be a serial. You may not be serial, but I'm telling you, man, this dude in his psych ward, bro, god dang, man. I'm telling you, there's no way that you're safe in the room with this guy. Like, there's no way, bro. If you breathe against this guy wrong, he's going to choke you to death. Like, I'm walking around like, damn, they put me in there with this guy. Like, I'm just normally crazy. Like, just let me kind of come down a little bit and my head will come back together. Not him. This dude is somebody I'm telling you is going to come up making like your whole family come up missing. Like, he's the type of dude that'll run into a house and just wipe the whole fucking place out. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm telling you, this dude was a fucking maniac, bro. Like, he was a maniac. So I'm trying to tell you, bro, I don't understand. This dude right here, this is the dude that's a problem. Bill Haney ain't no problem, bro. You can have a conversation with Bill Haney, and Bill Haney ain't doing nothing. Bill Haney has to call, and he doesn't even have the ability, because if he did, his fucking shit's tapped. Anyway, that man's super talented actor too, all around amazing black star. Who was that? Troy Hutch. He said, I believe you. I'm just telling you, bro, like, Jesus Christ, bro. Man, this guy, of all the killers I've met, that dude is, I don't know if he killed anybody or not, but oh my God. Shit. That's all I'm saying is like, shit. And then, I went to grade school with kids that wound up being school shooters. Like, dog, I had my friend, Paul Bodenstab. His name is Paul Bodenstab, bro. He's a German, bro. Nazi, nigga. Like, for real. Like, me and Paul met in 7th grade. Paul Bodenstab. We were really cool friends in 6th and 7th grade. But in 7th grade, in 7th and 8th grade. But in his freshman year, he joined the Nazis. He became a Nazi and a skinhead. So basically, dude, I was sitting there walking up, talking to him. I was like, what's up, Paul? Bro, Paul pulled a knife out that was about this long, bro. Pulled a knife out on him. He's like, look, we can't be cool no more. He's like, we can't be cool no more. I know we used to be cool, but we can't be cool no more. Man, that man had a knife that long, put that knife back in his pocket. I never talked to Paul Bodenstab again in my life. Because that dude went Nazi skinhead, bro. And I was like, oh, Lord, man. And Paul was already not right, but he's a nice guy. But, man, you just don't know, bro. Like, seriously, that's why I don't buy all that stuff these dudes is talking about, man. These guys ain't real, man. These guys are actors, bro. Like, the guys that are really going to do stuff, bro, these guys don't even really have a lot of these guys don't even really have the ability to have long, formed-out conversations, bro. Anyway, I remember you telling that story a while back ago, too, Fanon. Yeah, man. Like, I mean, of people that I know, at least 6 of them, at least 6 people that I was friends with have killed people. At least 6 people that I've known that I was friends with have wound up Xing people off the planet. Most of the time, that is because people got real mental health issues, bro. TY, yes, it does, bro. It doesn't make you a murderer, dog. That's a difference between killing somebody and being a murderer. If you defend yourself, that doesn't make you a murderer. It doesn't. You're not a murderer because you didn't murder them. You killed them in your defense. That's why I said kill. I didn't say murder. I didn't call you I didn't say murderers. I said killers. If you kill somebody, that's just the definition of a word, bro. You know what I mean? If you bark, got 4 legs and a tail, dude, you're a dog. It's just what it is, bro. Ain't no need trying to get around and not say what it is. It is what it is, bro. And there's a lot of people that are like that, man. A lot of people. Like, dude, for real, man. Chicago, I remember. And then I know damn near as many people that have killed people as people that have been killed. It's like, no, it's real. The world is real, man. It's a real world, bro. Isaiah said, I agree. The mental health is serious. My best friend's doing life for a headshot for an alleged, yeah, it's mental health, bro. Dog, I do no joke, bro. If you made me scared enough, bro, or if I was freaked out enough, bro, like I say, that's why I stay by myself, bro. But I've seen a stat saying something like there are 100,000 gangbangers in Chicago. It's a lifestyle for some. Sorry. There's a lot more than 100,000. There's a lot more than 100,000 gang members in Chicago. A lot more than 100,000 gangbangers in Chicago. All they must be talking about the black gangbangers. They're not talking about the Irish. They're not talking about the Italians. They're not talking about the Jewish people. That's another thing that bothers me, bro. There are Jewish gangs, bro. These Jewish people got gangs, and they are in corporate America, and they behave like a gang in corporate America. They do. They play around they play there, but what they are, they're like financial hitmen. They don't have to be on the streets anymore because they got out of the streets once they got all their money. Black people didn't get out of the streets because we were stupid enough to follow Martin Luther King. We were stupid enough to follow Martin Luther King and the civil rights movement and integrate all our money into their bank accounts. But there's way more than 100,000 in the United States. Way more. They just only count black people as that. But yeah, man, like Ari Emanuel, bro, come on, man. What do you think Ari Emanuel is? I'm not trying to hear. That shit is Mossad, bro. That's Mossad. Mossad is a gang. From what I can see, Ari Emanuel is Mossad. So, Mossad or something close to Mossad, definitely cooperating them. Hey, my man David said, we got 100,000 GDs from state to lake. Somebody said 100,000, way more than 100,000. Man, gangbanging was a way of life in Chicago. Hell yeah, the U.S. military is a gang. And they try to take it over and make us do for their bidding. That's why I mentioned Ari Emanuel in this thing, bro. Ari, I see you, Ari. I see you, bro. I see you fucking playing around, Ari. I see you, dog. Like, I'm watching these dudes play around like niggas don't see you. I see you, dog. We see you. You can't get away with this. We see you. You're not hiding. I know it's you, bro. I know it. I know exactly who these clowns are. Exactly. And they just think that because they're undercover secretaries. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Ari Emanuel wants to control the American entertainment industry. Because black people, if you control the entertainment industry in the United States, you control black people. And and that particular group of people always want to run black people like we work for them. They do not want there to be another Muhammad Ali. They don't want another Muhammad Ali. They want good old boys to do what they're told so that they can make the money that they want to make. And they don't want these athletes and these athletes' opinions in the fucking way. So they wanted to compete they started the UFC to compete against boxing. They started the UFC to compete against boxing. Their UFC sucks because it's not a good sport. You can say what you want, but it's not it's not that fucking fun to watch. It's not that damn entertaining. So Ari Emanuel wants to take over boxing and have all the black athletes in boxing work for him, whether it's directly for him or really through the corporations that he manages to try to purchase these things. And I know whose money he's using. Yeah, police is a gang. It's all a gang. Dog, boom. It's forever, bro. Do you know what the difference between a gang, a nation, and a tribe is? 3 words. Gang, nation, tribe. Gang, nation, tribe. They all mean the same thing. A nation is a group of people unified under a common purpose. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, one group of people, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The United States is structured as a gang. Because what is it? It is a nation. The only reason that they call something a tribe is to make people look like they're savages. The Tutsis in Rwanda are a nation. They can call themselves a tribe because that's the English name that was given. But they don't call Irishmen a tribe. They don't call British men a tribe. They call them a nation. So they can call it an organization when it's somebody that they like. They call it a gang when it's somebody they want to shut down. And you will never control us, ever. And their control is getting weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker. So they have to find a way to tighten it up. Let's be honest, Ari. Let me talk to fake like I'm talking to Ari Emanuel, all in my own makeup. Bro, nobody supports Israel, right? Nobody wants to send money to Israel. Nobody wants to give money to Israel. Nobody wants to do that anymore. The entire United States is sick of that shit. Okay? So you guys, in order to continue to have Israel, just like for Mohammed bin Salman to continue to have Saudi Arabia, you all need us. So you have dual city. You worked all kind of games into our legislation. You paid all kind of politicians off. But bro, you got no muscle, Ari. You got no muscle. Not any. None. Because you're not allowed to have any. So I want to know how many BD Chicago, man, who knows? Who knows? Because you don't even have to go Chicago, you got to go way out there. A lot. There's a lot. Let's put it that way. Let me put it this way. The South Side, the BDs on the South Side of Chicago could invade Omaha, Nebraska. Hey, LeVar said, Martin, I'm in the police department and we're definitely trained as a gang. Yeah, for sure. That's why I want to tell y'all, dude, I'm telling you, man, I know who you Negroes are, bro. Okay? And you don't want a Victor Conti, bro. You don't want a Victor Conti on you, bro. All right? I think I was on delay. Okay, that's why Patel Stop dropped so heavy. Folks found out Israel owns it. Yeah. So basically, let me tell you what's happening. There's a nationalist movement in the United States where people do not want to pay. They don't want to buy Saudi Arabian oil because they would rather just use our own oil. We've got oil fields that my family owns. How can I say this? How should I say the family that I'm related to, but is not my actual family because I don't really know them? But so let me just say, the oil companies that are owned by my mother's family, they would not mind at all using that oil and selling that oil and refining that oil right on their own site. There's people that would just as well go buy oil from Venezuela and increase our relationships with South America instead of always trying to be at war with them and trying to do regime change with them, Ari. I don't think that I support that. Maduro seems like a good dude. We want to be able to buy oil from them. We don't want to buy oil from Mohammed bin Salman anymore. Also, I don't want to sell arms to Israel. I don't want to give arms to Israel. I don't want to have any real relationship with them. I think you guys should pack up your bags and leave because the only reason you're there is to start a bunch of shit. That's it. And we're the goyim, right? I'm the goyim, ain't I? I'm goyim. We're the ones that are supposed to serve you, right? The goyim. Fanon, how can we submit tracks, bro? I don't know what tracks. Submit tracks for what? I don't know what that means. Facts, because U.S. product is way more. Exactly, bro. I don't want to buy anything. If it's up to me, dude, we're not spending any money with Mohammed bin Salman. We're not spending any money with Ari Emanuel. Not spending any money with y'all. Not spending any money with y'all. Your own money. How about we stop doing what? Hey, man, you ever heard how Floyd Mayweather says this? Rich people don't use their own money. Rich people use other people's money. Yeah, I know. They're always trying to use other people's money. But these other people don't want them to use their money anymore. No more access to trust funds. No more access to hedge funds. No more games you can play with people's money just because certain people have so much money. You got economic embargoes on citizens. Economic embargoes on U.S. citizens. Unofficial economic embargoes on U.S. citizens. And we don't know that that's what you're trying to do, bro. So that rich dad, poor dad says it too. I don't use my own money. Yeah. So they're using somebody else's money. And my question is, whose money are you using? We heard Terence Crawford say the money came from a hedge fund. So whose hedge fund is the money coming from? Who gave you access to somebody's hedge fund? You know what that sounds like to me? That sounds like John Rogers. That sounds like Ari Emanuel. That sounds like Rahm Emanuel. That sounds like them. You know why? Because you're in Nebraska, homie, and Chicago runs Nebraska. Chicago runs the entire Midwest. Chicago runs Kansas City. Chicago runs St. Louis. Chicago runs Indianapolis. We run the whole Midwest as far as an entity, if you get what I mean. Just like New York runs the East Coast and LA runs the West Coast. Chicago runs the Midwest. We got the Mercantile Exchange there where people invest in with the mercantile mark. Got the Mercantile Exchange there. We have our own financial independence in Chicago. And I believe Rahm Emanuel, Ari Emanuel, and John Rogers are behind that. I think. I'm not saying it's the truth because I don't know for sure. But I think those are the people behind that trust fund. I think those are the people behind that hedge fund. That's who I think did it. Because why in the world? Chicago has produced no current pope, has produced a current pope and former president. Shout out to Chicago. Yeah, we named him. Because we named him. Yes, we did. I told people that Barack Obama was going to be president years before he's president. And it's not coincidental that the Pope is from Chicago. No, it is not. No, it is not. There's a lot of Catholics in Chicago. Huge Catholic population in Chicago. Huge. How do we get to name popes and presidents? New York City doesn't have a pope. New York City doesn't have a president. Also, we have a pope, which means we got a problem, don't we? Yes, it does, because we're Catholic, right? So we got a problem with you guys. Trust me, I understand this whole Chicago political landscape. Able African business leaders. What is that? What do you guys call yourself? Able? Aren't you the African American Business Leader Council of Chicago? Aren't you the ones running around telling people what black people they should spend their money with and where the money should go? John Rogers. Didn't we also meet John Rogers and have a run-in when Adrian Fenty got elected to mayor in Chicago and you didn't like the fact that Adrian was cool with me? I remember the politics, Ari. I remember the politics, Rahm. I remember the politics, John Rogers. Arnie Duncan. I remember the politics, Barack. I remember the whole thing, Barack. And I can see how you guys colluded together in order to use certain monies for your own good and remove that money from the true owner of that money. And you did it in a very, very orchestrated and purposeful way. And now you're spending that money all over the fucking place when you know damn well it's not your money, because you guys don't spend your own money. You spend other people's money. My understanding is Floyd doesn't like to spend his money. Floyd likes to spend other people's money. Bill likes to spend. You all like to spend other people's money. And I know that money comes out of Chicago. And I know that money comes out of hedge funds from very, very, very wealthy people. I know this to be true. As an opinion, I know it as closely as I can possibly know it. I was in the meeting with Abel. For some reason, Abel had a problem with me, even though I never did anything to you, Melody Hobson. Hey, Melody Hobson, where did Melody Hobson go? Oh, I remember. Melody Hobson all of a sudden moved out to LA to marry George Lucas. And now you have a bond between the entertainment industry and Chicago, even though it was my guy that introduced those people out in LA and took that stuff out to LA in the first place. So what we're going to do, and I'm telling you, this is just fact. I appreciate you guys supporting, bro. Oh, shout out to John Baptiste Point DeSable. Yes, sir. My dad used to run the DeSable Museum. My dad used to run the DeSable Museum. We're very, just anyway. So just so we know, I know that you guys all colluded. I know that you all colluded. And I am going to do something about you people. I'm telling you, I'm taking it out of boxing right now. I'm putting it back in Chicago politics. I'm talking Chicago politics right now. I got way more in Chicago than you niggas do. I got more in LA, more in New York, more in everywhere than you got. You guys are going to get your fucking hands out of my goddamn money, out of my family's money, out of black people's money. And you are going to let that money be spent in the way it was intended to be spent by the people that put the money there. They did not approve your use of those hedge funds in the fashion that you have been using that money in these hedge funds. You have no approval to take hedge fund money and put on a boxing event with it. No, you don't. That is not a risky investment. That's not an investment at all. Hedge funds are for risky investments. Large amount of money with people that have so much money that they're okay just throwing it out on something, provided they can get a lot of money back. You all changed that to gambling money. You changed it to gambling money. You took money out of the hedge fund. This is what I understand to be true. It could be wrong. You take money out of a hedge fund, who then uses it to put on a boxing match, and then goes about fixing games so that they can get the money back. You keep the money for yourself, and then you put that investment money back in there like nothing happened. That is a shell game played by investment bankers. Investment bankers. Because the investment banker always has to find more money and more money and more money. So you have to take riskier investments. But you don't want risky investments. Fix fights. So you fix this, you fix that. You do all these other things to make sure that you have as low a risk as you possibly can, while you are expropriating that money from hedge funds. That is my opinion about what's going on. I could be completely wrong. I don't think I am. And I know for sure Chicago runs everything in the Midwest. Everything. The trains, all of it. So don't tell me you got some big bad nigga in Omaha, Nebraska that is the one that is teaching you all this stuff, and that Warren Buffett is actually the one investing this money. No. You guys are on some thieving shit from what I can see. Oh, this is the update on the tank case. Fanon, what do you think? Fanon, do you think Bud was telling the truth about the hedge fund? Yes, I do think he's telling the truth about the hedge fund. I do. Yeah. Because they hit a lick. Yeah, they hit a lick. They were saying it all around me that they hit a lick. I was talking to people that, like, all around me for like 2 years. All I heard was hit a lick, hit a lick, hit a lick. Oh, we're going to hit a lick. Oh, we're going to hit a lick. Yeah, I think they hit a lick. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I think they hit a lick. I think that they worked with some people in Chicago and they got access to money that they shouldn't have had access to, because certain people were given money to invest, because everybody in Chicago wants to get along, right? We don't want a war with everybody in Chicago. So if we got battles, we do business with each other. So we got a lot of money. They don't, but they are in Chicago and have been in Chicago for a long time. So the established Chicago people did business with the people that came to Chicago. We gave you business. You took that business, that money, and you fucking tried to get me with it. And you tried to put things in place where, when my dad was gone and when the power structure, the old power structure leaves, that you would be in the new power structure. Absolutely. Just like any other transition that takes place. Whenever you have a boss in the city and that boss leaves, there's a new boss, and everybody's got to make and shuttle and do new things. You all wanted to make sure that you guys were the boss. That's what you wanted to do. And you went out of your fucking way to try to do it, but you lost. I'm the boss. I'm the boss. You didn't want me to be it, so you worked very hard for me not to be it. That's what I'm talking about. And I'm not talking about boxing. I'm talking about businessmen in Chicago. I'm talking about the relationship I had with Mayor Daley, the relationship I had with Kerry Austin, the relationship that I had with several police officers that wound up getting indicted, all kind of business partners of mine in New Orleans, in Memphis, in Detroit, all get indicted. People got indicted out in DC. People got indicted in New York. Miraculously, all of a sudden, all of my friends get indicted, bro. All people won't call me no more. All of a sudden, John Rogers. All of a sudden, Ari. All of a sudden, because you didn't want me to take over, bro. My dad told me the same thing. I said, Daddy, why did you treat me like this? Why did you do that to me? He said, because I thought you were going to take over my business. I thought you were going to take over my business. So yeah, bro, I know why you guys attack me. I know why you attack me. I know why every fighter that I want to do well, you guys attack. Everyone. So much so that fighters won't even come near me anymore. Because anybody that comes near me has to deal with getting DMs sent to their messages. Isn't that what happened to many people testified to on my channel already? That if you come by my show too many times, or if you say something nice to me or nice about me, that you're going to have a bunch of bots follow you around and talk about how you don't need to come talk to Fanon anymore. Stay away from Fanon. Isn't it real funny that Southpaw out of Chicago, out of the fucking blue, all of a sudden doesn't fuck with me and don't come around no more? Just all out the blue. Never said anything bad to him. Just all out the blue. Just out the blue, bro. Barbara D got blue blood going into her DMs, attacking her, threatening her, doing all kind of shit so she won't support me. That's not normal, okay? That's not normal. There's no reason for Terence Crawford and his lawyer and all of Twitter to have attacked me for saying that Terence Crawford looked like a juice monster. It was like the world. You guys are fucking phonies, bro. And at the end of the day, I'm going to get you. I promise to God, I'm going to get off this live stream because y'all supported me in this. Nah, bro, it's not cool. That's what they do to me, man. That's what they did to me. Everything that you see these people doing to me on YouTube is what able African business leaders of Chicago, that's what they, in my opinion, did to me as well. Nobody can talk to me. They're going to, because they can't control me, they're going to gaslight me and keep anybody from talking to me. They're going to be the go-betweens, right? I got a bunch of go-betweens. My brother's my go-between. My sister's my go-between. My cousins are my go-betweens. Everybody wants to go to the go-between. Everybody wants a go-between. Well, what's Martin's thoughts on this? I can't talk to Martin directly. So, well, I'll tell Martin this. I'll tell Martin that. Martin thinks this. Martin thinks that. Martin thinks this. Martin thinks that. I don't know. He was suicidal, really, bro. I figured when he threatened suicide. Anyway, bro. Much love in that super chat, bro. Man, God dang, such huge, bro. Thanks, man. Bird 101 said, look at the prices for Shakur fights. Okay, I'll look it up. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, man, that's what I believe. I don't believe in coincidences, bro. And we got a lot of, our organization has a lot of money, bro. No way. And these guys are doing all this shit for free, bro. They're doing all with they're doing videos where they know you can't be earning any money on that video. Blue Blood will do a video with 6 minutes and 56 seconds. You can't earn any money off that video, Blue Blood. Why would you do it at that minute? It's going to be cheap, I'm sure. StubHub, it better be cheap. Tickets. Oh, yeah. What? These niggas is high as hell. $11,000? Bro, they got an $11,000 ticket, bro. Man, these guys fake it till you make it. And that whole thing's not open, bro. Fake it till you make it, bro. I swear to God, bro. Fake it till you make it, bro. Man, they charge $11,000. They got a ticket on there for $11,000. Man, you must be out your mind, bro. No, 8 minutes. It's 8. Long form content needs to be 8 minutes. They moved that back some years ago. 8 minutes and above is long form content. Only long form content can you put ads in the middle of. So that's how you make the money. I ain't going to that shit. I'd rather go see the PBC got going. I heard PBC going to do a fight same night as Shakur and Teo. That's cool because I'm going to be supporting him anyway. Headshot King said, last warning, I'm gone. What are your last warning about what, bro? What are you warning me about? Fuck Devin and fuck Bud's name. Fuck them both. Watch this. Headshots. Fuck Bud and fuck Devin. I don't give a fuck about either one of them dudes. Fuck them both and you. Fuck them both and you, bro. He said, Lewis Shipman said, God bless you, Mr. Martin. Forget all the people. I'm going to continue to support you. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. I really appreciate it. 8 minutes. You don't got to go to 10. If you thought you had to go to 10, you don't. They really need to do that shit down to like 6. They really need to do it down to like 6, bro. Take that shit down to 6. What's up, Rick Timms? Nah, I'm serious, man. Y'all are my therapy, bro. Y'all are like for real my therapy. Because I see what's going on, bro. It's hard to tell the truth. It's hard to tell the truth about what's going on, bro. But Turkey Al-Sheikh is a fucking peon, bro. That is Mohammed bin Salam that is out here trying to take over America because he's a fucking egomaniac. That's all Mohammed bin Salam is. He's some big fucking egomaniac that thinks he can run some shit anywhere because he's so smart and he's so magical. Man, just get the fuck out of my face, Mohammed bin Salam. And I mean it. All y'all, man. Come on, bro. What's going on? They say, hey, first, that big us for just getting online. Keep your foot on their neck. Yeah, I'll try my best, bro. Hey, love now gave this to Fanon. I appreciate you. You're my therapy for 9. Yeah, hey, man. It is what it is. I mean, that's really what goes through my mind. First of all, I don't understand why you niggas used to talk like you were these big thugs. I could literally not talk or say something without one of you guys talking about how you were going to beat me up, how you was going to come see me, how you knew my son's address, you knew my house address. You did all that shit trying to scare me, bro. Like all that stuff y'all tried to do to scare me. And now you don't say any of it. You don't do any of it anymore. I find that amazing. Even on Twitter, it's like, where did all the violent thugs go that used to be on Twitter commenting 15, 20 times on back and forth talking bad? Well, I wonder what happened to them. Now all we got is goofballs like King. Seriously, that's all I get. Goofballs like King. Fanon doesn't seem like himself today. Oh, what's the tank update? Oh, I'll read it. Take it with a grain of salt, but I'll read it and then I'll move on. Hold on. Hell no, I'm not trying to leave. Hold on one second. I'll put it on the screen. They're saying somebody's probably lying on Twitter. Somebody's probably lying on Twitter, but I don't know. I'll take it. These guys just lie, bro. All right, this is what this guy wrote. I'm going to put it up here. From personal. I come to this page because you expose the corruption, and I'm a big fan of Tank. Thank you, G-Web. I saw the update. This is what it is. It says, breaking news. Personal sources have disclosed that Gervonta Davis will face Pitbull Cruz again in the middle of 2026. Additionally, CCV footage has shown that Gervonta was not in the club, which contributed to the dismissal of his case, as he is now returning to boxing soon. Let me say it again. Breaking news, personal sources have disclosed that Gervonta Davis will face Pitbull Cruz again in the middle of 2026. That's a long-ass time. I know what it is. Additionally, it's not a fake page. It's a real page. CCV footage has shown that da-da-da-da-da. Take it with a grain of salt, though. They said it's not a fake page. It's a real page. Hey, look, bro. They said that was a fake page. It's not a fake page. It's a real page, but Blue Blood's fake. They listen to what Blue Blood says. Like 2 Cent. Why would I not listen to a fake page when Blue Blood is a fake page, Claymore Rain is a fake fucking page, Boxing Voice is a fake page, fucking half of fucking Twitter's fucking fake pages. Like they're all there. Ray Jackson's a fake page. I mean, all those dudes is fake. Like, you know what I mean? You got Jake Paul saying he saw a videotape of Gervonta punching a girl in the face, and there's no videotape of that. He said, and by the way, Jake Paul had a copy of the videotape within hours. Let's talk about this for a second. Jake Paul claimed he saw a videotape within a day, but yet it's been almost a month, and they released any of the videotapes to anybody anywhere. Where are the videotapes, bro? You said that there was a videotape, and you said you saw Gervonta punch somebody in the face. Oh, man, rest in peace, bro. Tank lost his grandmother yesterday. Rest in peace, bro. Exactly. Denzel said, and he's the only one. He's the only one. Yeah, exactly. He saw that shit within 20 hours, he saw the videotape. But yet nobody else has seen the videotape but him and the lawyer that said, oh, I watched it and look. Oh, and so this is him. Oh, is that Tank? It would be crazy if he wasn't even in the club at all. Man, that's wild, wild stuff, bro. Man, I'm so happy. Thank y'all for supporting me, even though I'm nuts. You know what I mean? Like, bro, I really do appreciate y'all because I have a lot of scars, but I ain't lying to you. I ain't lying to you, dog. I'm not lying to you. Ari Emanuel, bro, for real, bro. Don't let it get ugly, dog. Only thing I'm going to tell you dudes is Ari, bro, don't let it get ugly, dog. You know what I mean? Don't let it get ugly. There's no need for it to get ugly, bro. You know what I mean? There's no need for it to get ugly. Just stay out of my pocketbook, bro. Just stay out of the money, bro. Stay out of the money. Use your own money. Use your own money. How about you guys start doing that with your investments? How about you use your own money and invest your own money in these things? Why don't you do that? Why don't you guys stop looking for other people's money to invest and just invest your own money in those things? But we know why you don't do that, because you have no physical coverage. Because you have no physical coverage. Because without people like us, you brag going off the handle, but I still fucks with you, bro. Love the content and the real shit you put out about boxing. Bro, Anthony Brown, you can get the fuck out. I don't want your criticism, homie. I don't want your criticism. You can't good cop, bad cop me, bro. If you're going to say something nice, say something nice. If you're going to say something where you want to criticize me, then criticize me. Don't think you can do both, okay? You're not going to glad hand me, bro, and say something nice. Or say something bad, then say something nice. Okay? That shit doesn't work around here, bro. That shit doesn't work around here. Your bots don't work around here. Your cliche responses do not work around here. Your attempt to bend the narrative to your benefit despite all evidence to the contrary? Why does anybody believe Gervonta Davis did that to that girl with no videotape evidence whatsoever? No criminal charges? You have seen absolutely no evidence to support that Gervonta Davis did what he is accused of. You've literally not seen anything other than the accusation. But you went so hardcore. You guys went so hardcore against Gervonta Davis that it's like you guys didn't even care if it was true. That's what you said. Isn't that what you said, Ray? Ray, you basically didn't even care if it was true. Sean Vitale, you didn't even care if it was true. You guys don't even care if it's true. You just cared that it was said. That's all you cared about. You don't care about getting to the bottom of it to see whether or not this girl was hurt or not, and whether or not Gervonta Davis is just being taken advantage of. You just said, hey, we're just going to believe it. No proof necessary. We believe it 100%. Anthony Joshua is next. No, no, everybody in the world, we believe it. They didn't even say they were going to wait for the truth. Nope. As soon as they said it, Gervonta Davis was guilty. He needed to lose his fight. That's why I say it's Ari Emanuel, bro. That's why I think it's Ari Emanuel. I really do, bro. I think that I think the devil behind all of this is Ari Emanuel. I do. I'm like I'm a degree separation from that guy. But I really think that the pinnacle person behind this bullshit is Ari Emanuel. I think Ari Emanuel is sitting way back behind the scenes like he's the Wizard of Oz, pulling a bunch of fucking strings, trying to act like this is, but it's not even that. None of the shit is what's really happening. Hey, Arena, is it what? Bernie always. That's why they care about is lies, always lies, bro. Because they can trying to control the boxing media. And they have turned boxing YouTube into a corporate entity. And it behaves like a corporate entity. Since it's behaving like a corporate entity, I'm going to believe that it is a corporate entity. And I believe it's Ari Emanuel. I really do. I believe that I believe it's two people. I believe it is Ari Emanuel, and I believe it is Mohammed bin Salman. And I think the two of those people together are trying to coerce or trying to manipulate American sports and American entertainment so that they can continue to benefit off the riches of America in Israel and Saudi Arabia. Let me repeat what I believe it is again. God dang. He said 201, man. Oh, yeah. He's right. He did it all right. Anyway, that's what I really think it is. This is my hypothetical. This is just my personal opinion. I'm looking at the higher ups. I'm not talking about the peons. Turki al-Sheikh is a peon because he works for Mohammed bin Salman. So I'm not talking about Turki al-Sheikh anymore. I'm talking about Mohammed bin Salman because that's the guy that has control over that money, not Turki al-Sheikh. Turki al-Sheikh is Mohammed bin Salman's water boy. Same thing with Ari Emanuel and Dana White. Dana White is Ari Emanuel's water boy. That's all he is. He's a water boy for Ari Emanuel. If Ari Emanuel wants to get rid of Dana White tomorrow, Dana White's gone tomorrow. If Mohammed bin Salman wants to get rid of Mohammed bin Salman is gone tomorrow. But you got guys that are spending stupid amounts of money, not making any money on fights, putting on that stupid show in fucking Vegas with Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, which had to lose massive amounts of money. I believe that's Ari Emanuel just trying to make the lie bigger. I'm serious. I think that's Ari Emanuel just trying to make the lie as big as he can get it. He wants to spend as much money, make the stages look as big as they can look. You bring in some mystery Arab guy, mystery Arab sheik that's really the money behind boxing. It ain't shit. It's Ari Emanuel. And in America, it's Ari Emanuel. Ari Emanuel. And over there in Saudi Arabia, it's Mohammed bin Salman. The rest are fucking fronts. Dana White is a fucking front. The person that's trying to overturn the Muhammad Ali Act is Ari Emanuel, because the buck stops with Ari Emanuel. And Ari Emanuel and those guys are great friends. Ari is the CEO of Endeavor. He got the pull to mess around. Of course he does. But I also know who they're with. Ari Emanuel is cool with Barack, and he's cool with John, and he's cool with John Rogers. He's cool with Melanie Hobson. That's the crew of people fucking. That's my opinion. My opinion. Those are the people in Chicago that are connected. Because Ari Emanuel's brother Ram won the mayoral election in Chicago after Daley retired. Rahm Emanuel. Ari Emanuel. Remember when Kamal, shout out to Kamal. Kamal was trying to convince me that Mohammed bin Salman is the most powerful man in the world. No, he is not. Not if he's begging for crumbs out of Chicago. I'm not trying to hear that shit. Not if you niggas is trying to steal money up out of Chicago. Because guess who has the banks in Chicago? I can already tell you who's got the money. You ever heard of the Janulius? Janulius? Yeah. All that Greek austerity and all the issues that you guys had. Bro, I know who you guys are. You think because I've not been in Chicago for some years that I don't remember and know exactly what you guys are on, bro? No, it's never going to work, bro. It's never going to work. I mean it. Because Ari, it's never going to work. I'm telling you, Ari. Because if it comes down to it, Ari, I'm going to use everything that I got, bro. I'm going to use everything that I got, and you know what I got. So you don't want me to use what I got. What you want to do is to try to separate me from my decision-making capabilities. You want to continue to have people act as frontmen for me so that you guys can go to the frontmen and the frontmen can act as agents and then bind me to agreements that I never even knew took place. Through my relatives, through my ex-friends. That's the game you guys played, bro. That's the game, Ari. And that's my message to you. Stop fucking around with me, bro. Stop fucking around. Okay? I don't deserve it. Just because those little petty bitches in Chicago are nervous, and nervous because they can't run their own city, just because they lost all their money and they needed to borrow money from other people, just because they don't have any organizational capacity, that's not my fucking problem. Just because John Rogers got those fucking hedge funds and you got to cut deals with it, those are not my problems. I don't owe those dudes anything. And I don't want them anywhere around me. Get rid of them. Can Tank sue you? I mean, he probably can. I don't know if he wants to, though. But anyway, let me get up out of here. Much love to everybody in the chat. I delivered my message today. Thank you for allowing me to do it. But I want to be very serious, bro. I'm not going to be talking about Turki Al-Sheikh and what Turki Al-Sheikh is doing to American boxing. Because I don't believe it's Turki Al-Sheikh. I believe it's Rahm Emanuel. I believe it's Ari Emanuel and Rahm Emanuel. That's who I think is doing this to American boxing. Ari Emanuel. Because Ari Emanuel wants to take over, is the UFC, and he wants to take over boxing. I don't believe it's Turkey. I believe it's Ari Emanuel. I don't believe that it's Dana White. I believe it's Ari Emanuel. And I don't believe it's anybody in Saudi Arabia other than Turki Al-Sheikh. And Turki Al-Sheikh is doing nothing but playing the front man. The mysterious sheik with all the money. You know, the shit that's too good to be true, Ari. These anti-establishment rebels. Let me start again. Bro, I do not believe that it is Turki Al-Sheikh, and I don't believe that it is Dana White. I believe it is Ari Emanuel that is fucking over boxing, and I believe that it is Mohammed bin Salman, and they're playing around with money coming out of Chicago, And the money gets funneled out into all kind of gambling ventures and all kind of other dumb shit. And you guys had this system going for a long time, which is called the underworld. And we're going to have to change that because you guys are stealing too much money. You're stealing too much money. You're not earning money for people. Since you can't earn money on this, since your crypto's not working out and your stores and all the dumb shit you're doing, you're just trying to steal money right out of fighters' pockets. You're trying to scam people. You're trying to scam people gambling in gambling events. Bro, there's no way 100 fights got fixed that the FBI raids or investigates the UFC for 100 fixed fights and you niggas didn't know anything about the 100 fixed fights? How many times did you bet on those fixed fights? How much money was funneled from hedge funds to make those fixed fights? Where's the $9 billion magically coming for the UFC over the next 7 years? Where's that money coming from? Who's committing people to these large payments? It's amazing how all of a sudden nobody cares about being responsible spenders of money. Have you noticed that? It's like nobody cares about being responsible with money anymore. They just take a ton of money, throw it at a boxing event, and don't even care if they get anything back. Think about it. They take a lump of money, they overpay fighters, they overpromote the fight. There's no fucking way they're going to get the money back. The fighters get paid in net profit. Everything goes out in cost. That's what you're doing. You're just wasting people's money. You're just taking it out and spending it with whoever you want to spend it with. And then you make believe that the money is coming from some Saudi trillionaire. Oh, how are we ever going to be able to explain all this money magically showing up? Oh, well, we'll just say that we'll just say that Mohammed bin Salman and the Arabs gave the money. We'll just say it comes from overseas. They'll never be able to prove it. But yet you spend the money and everything goes out the door, Ari. Everything goes out the door, John Rogers. Everything goes out the door, Melody Hobson. Everything goes out the door. Everything goes out the door, Thomas Sewell. Everything goes out the door. Every dime you spend, every dime goes out the door to somebody else with no profit. Because you just have unlimited funds to invest. Unlimited. That's what you said. It's people that have so much money that they don't miss $1 billion. Sounds like the Greek banking system to me. Seems like the Greek banking system to me. I don't believe you guys. And I'm not going to act like I believe this horse shit anymore. Turki Al-Sheikh is a paid actor. I'm not even going to act like I believe Turki Al-Sheikh is a real person. You guys created this character called Turki Al-Sheikh, who's only worth, according to YouTube, was worth $2 million. But he has enough money to buy Ring? Personally? He bought Ring personally. No, brother. I think Ari Emanuel bought Ring. And the reason why you guys keep talking about media conglomerates, bro, you guys are lying with this money. You guys are a bunch of thieving accountants, is what you are. And that's why I wanted to differentiate in this conversation. Real people who are going to put you in the dirt and secretaries that just steal money and then want to call the cops on you. Okay? They just steal money and want to call the cops on you after they stole your money. Think about how many times Turki Al-Sheikh tried to get over and change. Oh, we're not going to do any pay-per-view. Man, 20 minutes before I buy the fight, the $15 pops up. But Ari Emanuel, I'm going to tell you this. In a very some ceremonial way, in a ceremonial statement, I'm not buying any Turki Al-Sheikh fights. I'm not buying any DAZN fights. And I'm publicly telling y'all I don't support these people at all. So you guys should not be able to rely on the people and the things that you've relied upon in the past. Because you know full well y'all never asked, never were given or granted permission to do the things that you're doing. That's why you got 5 RICO investigations on you. That's why you got the FBI up your ass, Ari Emanuel. But you think you're so big and so international that nothing can ever touch you, bro. Trust you me, I can touch you. Trust you me, I can. But what you're going to stop doing is touching our money. Okay? Our American money, trying to fuck over our fighters because you decide what fighter you want to be famous. You want Shakur to be famous, so Shakur is going to be famous. I am a star maker. I'm going to make Devin a star. I promise you I will make Devin a star no matter what. You sound like one of them Hollywood producers that want to get something on the side for the favor he's cutting people, bro. And I know who else you deal with, bro. Ari, understand. I know who else you deal with. And I'm not going to say the name. But I don't appreciate it out of either one of you. I don't appreciate it out of either one of you. Anyway, I'm gone. That's enough crazy for me today. Salute to Tank Davis for staying solid. Yep. Anyway, much love in the chat. Everybody, love in the super chat. Thank y'all so much for the support. It really makes a big difference to the channel. It was huge. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, and if you think I'm making shit up, I don't care. Okay? Because you can Google me. I got what? You got lame? Okay, I got lame. Your mother's, yeah, I got lame. All right. See you later, bro. Anyway, man, unlike Blue Blood, everything that I've told you in this live stream is the truth. I blame Ari Emanuel and Mohammed bin Salam for what's going on in boxing in America. They think that they're going to be 2 big power players that are going to push everybody fucking around, and they're going to make boxing what they want it to be. Fuck what anybody else wants. And Donald Trump don't give a shit because Donald Trump got bigger problems. You guys think you're going to take over the American market just like Eddie Hearn came over here bragging that he was going to take over the American market. So you bring somebody else to come over here and claim they're going to take over the American market. Yeah, bro, you want to make it the WWE boxing, and don't nobody want that, man. Leave boxing alone, bro. Anyway, man. Bro, they only do it to us blacks. We do the work for them. Others get the benefit of wait till the facts come out. Yeah, they do that, bro. Man, come on, man. You know the deal. You know the deal. Who's Stephanie McMahon? Stephanie McMahon is the one over MB over what? I thought that was like WWE. Oh, you were on it. That's what's up. Okay, cool. But look, let me get up out of here. Much love to everybody in the chat, everybody in the super chat. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.